Today I'll be sharing how I record and edit my YouTube videos. We'll be using the following softwares: iMovie, Phonto, Eraser, YouTube, and any search engine. These are all available on iOS and will be linked in the description. We'll also be using the following hardware: any Apple device, and a tripod. An Apple device is not necessarily required, however, this tutorial will be using iMovie, which is an iOS software. This tutorial does use pretty basic features, so if you would like to use an alternative software, this tutorial should be applicable. If you have any questions at all about using an alternative software, please leave a comment down below. When I'm filming crochet tutorials, I usually either do it over my bed, over a table, or just over my floor. Today, I'll just be setting up the camera over my bed because I find it's the easiest to sit there and have the most space to record. To start, I set up my iPad on the tripod, and I record all my clips just straight from the camera app. So I set up all my materials and start filming, and that's the entire first step. To edit my videos, I use any Apple device. Here I'm using my iPad and the free iMovie software. So to start a new project, you'll want to swipe on the Start New Project option, hit Movie, and then this will take you to your camera roll where you can select any videos, photos, audios, anything you want to add to your movie, and it will import all of this directly into the project that you're starting. The next step in the editing process was going through and watching every clip and deleting the ones that were extra, that I didn't mean to add, or just didn't belong in the video. In the top right corner, after clicking on a clip in iMovie, there's a feature where you can zoom in or zoom out to crop any clip. So the next step in my editing process is I go through and I crop every clip to the size that I need it to be. Another cool feature that I use a lot in iMovie is the speed feature, so you can click on a section and then speed up or slow down your clip. Next, I go through and edit the volume in my clips using this slider. To mute one, I turn it all the way down to 0%. To turn the volume up in a section, I turn it to about 300% because I have found that anything higher than that tends to warp the audio. iMovie comes with lots of different transitions already built in, so you can test them out and see which ones look best in your videos. I tend to stick to just the basic one and the fade. So the next step in the editing process is adding in any voiceovers where you're redoing audio from a clip or adding audio to a clip that didn't have it. So to do this, you can use the iMovie feature of the microphone, and it'll come up with this. You can hear how loud you're being. In the yellow, it means the audio won't come out as crisp, and same with the red. The red, it just won't sound good at all. So you'll want to stay in the green. That might mean talking quieter or louder or going to an environment where there's less background noise. And then all you have to do is hit record, and you can start recording audio directly onto your movie. This part is completely optional, but one thing that I find looks really good at the end of my videos is a soft fade to black at the end of the video. So here's where my video ends. It ends on this clip. And you can do this by just using a simple fade transition. Sometimes it seems a bit too fast, so what I like to do is get to the end of my video, then hit the plus icon at the top right, go to backgrounds, choose a solid color. I usually do black. Then I leave it as the dissolve transition on about 1 second, and I find that this just looks much softer and makes the video come to a close. To make my title cards, I use an app called Phonto. I started off by creating a custom color that goes with the color scheme of the video, and I choose a format or a size for it and click Use. From here, you can tap anywhere on the screen and add text. I recommend playing around with Phonto to see all the features that you would like to use. There are so many features and fonts and styles that you can use, and it's really fun to play around with and create cool visuals for your videos. Adding music to your videos can seem intimidating due to all of the copyright issues that can arise from it. However, there are many resources available for royalty-free music. iMovie has a built-in music library, and YouTube provides a free music library in Creator Studio. You may also consider using music on YouTube labeled as free for profit, as long as you check the description box of the videos for crediting information. There are also lots of paid music libraries where you can purchase the licensing necessary to use songs in your videos. If you'd like to get even more creative, you can create your own music and add it to your videos with no risk of a copyright strike. Here I will demonstrate 2 different ways to add audio to your project. So the first way, you'll want to hit the plus icon and select a screen recording or audio tape, whatever you recorded in video format. Then you will select audio only for the import, and this will be how you get music that you recorded off of YouTube or that you screen recorded from GarageBand if you made it yourself. This is how you get this audio only version of the recording into your project. If you're importing from the audio library of whatever editing software you're using, for example in iMovie, you will want to use the audio library feature and then select the song that you want to add. And on iMovie, you can use any one of these for free. With YouTube, it might be a little bit different if you're using Creator Studio. The audio might go over your entire project and you may not be able to edit where it's cut out or fading in throughout the project like you can in iMovie if you add a video as an audio only or if you use iMovie's audio library music. When making a thumbnail, you'll want to make sure that you have the right aspect ratio for YouTube. So to do that on Phonto, you'll want to pick your color and then select the top. Under image size, you'll then scroll down to 16.9 and use the horizontal version. This will fit perfectly into the YouTube thumbnail box. I keep my thumbnails pretty basic. I'll put some text and then an image of what I'm working on in the video. This is a rough draft, but my thumbnails generally come out looking something like this. I also like to keep it consistent by using the same fonts every time, and by making sure that I erase the backgrounds of my images. To create images with transparent backgrounds, I use the Eraser app. I use the free version of this app, but there's also a paid version available. Usually the target area feature works pretty well, but sometimes it doesn't, and you'll have to use the erase feature to get it exact. Then you can just export it and you can add it to your Phonto. To export your project from iMovie to your camera roll, you'll want to click Done in the editor, then the share icon, save or share video, and save to camera roll. Now all that's left to do is upload your video. Go to your YouTube account and select the plus icon on your page. From here, YouTube will guide you on how to upload your video and thumbnail. If you'd like to use the Creator Studio, the editor will pop up and you can use it as you please. Thank you so much for watching this video and congratulations on editing your tutorial!